This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, TNT struck first in the PBA Philippine Cup finals, edging San Miguel in the opener. But Beermen coach Leo Austria says the second half rally offers hope heading into Game 2 on Friday. Tickets are selling fast for the inaugural Philippine Women's Open as Filipino fans gear up to see tennis star Alex Eala compete at home. Para swimmers Ernie Gawilan and Bejino smashed records on Thursday at the ASEAN Para Games in Thailand, powering their way to gold medal victories. Earl the Pearl Strickland and Ralf the Kaiser Souquet answered back on Day 2 of the W&T Legends at Gateway Mall 2. The New York Knicks make franchise history with the most lopsided win ever, routing the Brooklyn Nets. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 22nd of January. Now, here's our roundup. Tickets continue to sell fast for the inaugural Philippine Women's Open, with Filipino fans eager to witness the home appearance of tennis star Alex Eala. Organizers announced that standard and premium tickets for the semifinals on January 30 and the finals on January 31 are officially sold out following Eala's early exit from the Australian Open on Tuesday. Eala has been granted a wildcard entry to the WTA 125 event. Only qualifying and main draw passes remain available, with qualifying matches set for January 24 and 25, offering the most affordable tickets at 200 pesos per day. The main draw runs January 26 to 29, with general admission at 1,000 pesos per day. Fans without tickets can still watch via large LED screens outside the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. The field includes Paris Olympics silver medalist Donna Vekic of Croatia, former Wimbledon semi-finalist Jana Maria of Germany, and China's Wang Xinyu, who recently beat Eala at the ASB Classic. The tournament features a 32-player singles draw, 16-team doubles field, and a $115,000 prize pool. The sweep talk ended on opening night, and one key scorer was taken out of rhythm. Don Trollano was held to 4 points as TNT Tropang 5G took Game 1 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals against the San Miguel Beermen 96-91. Here's the report from our sports correspondent, Zeus Valdez.
The talk of a quick finals end did not last past opening night. Instead, it was TNT Tropang 5G that struck first, taking Game 1 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals with a 96-91 win over San Miguel Beermen Wednesday night at the Inares Center in Antipolo. Talk and Text set the tone early, opening the game with a 29-20 first quarter advantage, then stretching the lead to 17 at halftime, 53-36. The early cushion proved critical, even as San Miguel made multiple pushes in the second half.
4-0 kami. Always. Wala, kumpiyansa tayo. 4-0.
The Beermen cut the deficit to 6 in the third quarter and came within one possession late, behind a strong inside presence from Junmar Fajardo and Motaw Tua. But San Miguel never fully recovered from the early deficit.
Imagine in the second half, we beat them by 12 points. Unfortunately, 17-12 lamang nila sa kanila.
One of the key storylines was the struggle of Don Trollano, who finished with just 4 points after entering the series as one of San Miguel's primary scoring options. Talk and Text disciplined defense took away rhythm, denied entry passes, and limited San Miguel's perimeter production. TNT closed the game with boys led by Kelly Williams, who finished with 15 points and 9 rebounds, and Jordan Hedding, who knocked down 4 crucial free throws in the final seconds. With the sweep talk silence after just one game, the finals reset into a long series where adjustments, discipline, and execution will define what comes next. Game 2 is set Friday at the same venue, with San Miguel looking to respond and TNT aiming to build on its opening statement. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Earl the Pearl Strickland and Ralf the Kaiser Souquet answered back on day 2 of the W&T Legends at Gateway Mall 2 on Thursday. Strickland was locked in from the opening break, delivering a flawless performance to defeat Efren Bata Reyes 11-6, earning his first win of the 3-day showcase. Souquet followed with the comeback of the tournament, rallying from a 7-2 deficit to edge Francisco Django Bustamante 11-10. The German great forced a hill finish and calmly closed out the final rack. The result set up Strickland versus Bustamante in Friday's final, with Reyes and Souquet battling for third place. A race-to-5 doubles match highlights the final day in between. Para swimming delivered big for the Philippines at the ASEAN Para Games on Thursday in Thailand. Ernie Gawilan set a new mark in the men's 200-meter freestyle S7, touching first in 2:26.08 for the gold. Bejino followed with another record, winning the men's 200-meter freestyle S6 in 2:37.21. Angel Otom picked up her second gold of the meet, taking the women's 100-meter freestyle S4-S5 in 1:41.44. A day after winning the 50-meter backstroke. Meantime, Ariel Alegarbes added to the haul, claiming gold in the men's 100-meter backstroke S14. A statement night around the NBA with blowout star performances and season-defining moments. In New York, the New York Knicks made history, demolishing the Brooklyn Nets 120-66 for the most lopsided win in franchise history. Jalen Brunson scored 20 points as New York held Brooklyn to just 66 points, the fewest by any NBA team in more than a decade, snapping a 4-game skid in emphatic fashion. Now over in Milwaukee, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put on a clinic, posting 40 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds as the Oklahoma City Thunder rolled past the Milwaukee Bucks 122-102. Oklahoma City has now won 7 of its last 8, while Milwaukee suffered back-to-back 20-plus point home losses for the first time since 2016. In Charlotte, defense led the way as the Cleveland Cavaliers clamped down late to beat the Charlotte Hornets 94-87. Donovan Mitchell scored 24, while Cleveland dominated the glass and held Charlotte to its lowest home output of the season. Historic margins, road statements, and momentum swinging fast as the NBA season continues to heat up. NBA fans are reacting after the league announced the 2026 All-Star starters Monday. LeBron James was left off the opening lineup, ending a record 21-year streak dating back to his rookie season. Fans accounted for half of the vote, with players and media splitting the rest. Despite the snub, there's reason for optimism. This year's new USA versus World round-robin format requires 2 U.S. rosters and 1 international roster, giving Commissioner Adam Silver the authority to add players if roster minimums aren't met. With LeBron's marketability, it would be surprising if he's not ultimately included, even if he wasn't named a starter. As February 1 approaches, eyes will be on Silver to see whether the Lakers star will take the court once again in the All-Star festivities. Former PBA star Terrence Romeo is still without a contract. Now playing with the Zamboanga Valientes, Romeo says no offers from all 12 PBA teams have passed on him, hinting that factors beyond basketball may be keeping him out. The 33-year-old insists he can still compete at the PBA level. Romeo stopped short of blaming anyone, acknowledging that reputation and team dynamics can affect a player's future. Despite everything, he remains grateful to the PBA and keeps the door open for a return.
Walang nag-reach out na LPBA team sa ako. And hindi naman sa expected, pero ano yun, kasi maraming reason siguro kaya wala ako sa CPA. Meron site na meron kanya-kanyang tinitingnan na site. So, pero when it comes to playing lang, sa paglalaro lang ng basketball, alam ko sa sarili ko na I can still play in the PBA.
PBA MVP and Barangay Ginebra star Scottie Thompson is responding to online criticism following his recent appearance at a police induction ceremony in Pampanga. Netizens questioned Thompson's attire after photos showed him wearing shorts during the event. Thompson clarified on social media that the invite was last minute, coming from a close friend in the police force, while he was already on vacation. He said he still made time to attend as a gesture of thanks to the police for their service, adding it would have been more disrespectful to decline since he was staying nearby. Thompson and Ginebra are currently on break after their PBA Philippine Cup semifinal series lost to the San Miguel Beermen last week. It's do or die time at the M7 Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship, with the knockout war reaching full boil inside the GBK Indoor Stadium, Senayan, where every series is survival and one mistake means the end. Team Liquid Philippines rose to the moment, delivering a calm and clinical 3-1 win over Onyx Indonesia in the lower bracket knockout stage. After seizing control of the first two games, regrouping after a slip in Game 3, Liquid slammed the door in Game 4 to keep their title hopes alive and book a spot in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Spotlight now shifts to Aurora Gaming PH, set for a high-stakes clash against Malaysia Selangor Red Giants. One win sends Aurora straight to the grand finals. One loss drops them to the lower bracket finals. When we return, Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio is pushing for a major shift in the country's sports development as he is determined to strengthen grassroots programs across the regions. Catch part 2 of our exclusive interview with the country's top sports chief when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio is leading a push to reshape Philippine sports with a renewed focus on building strong grassroots programs nationwide. Recently, we had a one-on-one interview with the PSC Chairman. Let's watch part 2 of this Scorecard exclusive. Chairman, gusto ko lang po balikan yung sinabi nyo kanina na one of your goals was to promote sports tourism in the Philippines, and you've mentioned some of the major international events that we had here in the country. Of course, the FIVB men's volleyball, which was, sabi nila, once-in-a-lifetime event, the artistic gymnastics, and then of course the futsal for the women.
And even the World Surf League in Cignal.
So, grabe, you've been a very busy man. So, masasabi niyo po ba na after mounting all of these major international events, the Philippines is slowly becoming a destination for those types of events?
Yes, definitely. You know, ang sabihan nga dyan, if from the point of view of a tourism expert, na pag tinanong mo sila, pag tinanong mo yung industriya ng turismo, sasabihin nila, it is so difficult to convince tourists to really visit a country. No? Ang dami nang lalaban-laban eh. Di ba? Sa Southeast Asia na lang, ilan yan? 11 yan eh, di ba? Then you have the giants in tourism like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, di ba? And maglalaban-laban tayo, visit my country. When you host an international sports event, they can choose the destination. The sporting event is in Manila. The sporting event is in Cebu. Do you have a choice? Can you tell me I don't want? No, because you're going there to compete. So the sports tourism, as far as I'm concerned, is a low-hanging fruit in terms of meaning what are the advantages? Number one, we showcase the talent of our Filipino athlete in the Philippines. Number two, the fans, the young kids, the families, yung napapanood mo. So ako yung bata, sabihin ko, ay, paglaki ko, gusto ko yan, maging gymnastics. Paglaki ko, gusto ko mag-futsal. Saan niya pinanood? Sa Manila. Di ba? And number 3, when these teams, foreign teams, compete in the Philippines, they stay for 2 weeks. How long did the volleyball teams stay? 10 days, 12 days? And then, nakikita nila, and then they start all this Souquet and IG and over in Manila. You know, Anton, when we have a record that when we hosted volleyball and the championship of Italy versus Bulgaria, 10 million Europeans were watching.
Wow.
Now tell me.
This is like worldwide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now tell me, is that not good sports? Is that a good sports tourism campaign? And we're lucky because the President BBM understands the benefit. DOT understands it. Chiesa understands it. Palcor understands it. Kami, we just enable. We just execute for them. So that is the beauty of our program.
Chairman, I don't know if you had a chance to address this, but in one of your interviews that I watched, sinabi niyo po doon na sports is an investment. Now, while it is great that we are having international events and the best athletes in the world coming here in the Philippines, syempre hindi natin maiwasan yung mga negativity, yung mga batikos, yung mga komento sa social media. Like one, for example, was, ba't ang laki ng ginastos for the FIVB? 2 billion. Is it worth it to host that ganun kamahal na event dito sa Pilipinas?
Let me explain it from the point of view of international sports marketing. When you host an Olympic game, when you host an Asian Games, dalawa ang gastos mo. Yung gastos sa pagpapaganda ng lugar mo, ng city mo, na hindi mo makukuha kung hindi ka mag-host, at yung gastos sa paggawa ng games, including the hosting fee. See? So, for example, FIVB and then futsal, and ito, FILTA, WTA. Can we renovate and refurbish field sports if there's no futsal? Can we renovate and refurbish the tennis courts in Rizal and the look and feel, yung pag-aspalto ng kalye, paglagay ng lights, if there's no WTA, it's difficult. But what is the motivation? It is the hosting. So, DPWH, SecVids, all out. Spaltohan natin yan. Magkano gasto dyan? Spaltohan natin yan. City of Manila, Mayor Isko, all out. Now they're sprucing up and improving the areas around Adriatico and Vito Cruz. Will we do that in a very fast manner if we're not hosting? But everybody's excited. Yeah. So it is the chance to develop your city, it is the chance to promote your city, and it is the chance to compete in the Philippines. Yung presyo ho kasi, depende ho yan kung anong dinadala nating competition sa Philippines. FIVB is FIVB. Hindi ko po, kung kaya ko pong ma-promote yung Pilipinas, at kung kaya ko pong i-excite yung national team, look at Alastao. Yeah? They're a brand now.
Yep.
Right? Look how they played in SEA Games when they won the bronze. Diba? And everybody's cheering for them. And then, umaangat na ang antas ng volleyball sa Pilipinas. Diba? So, ang tanong ba dyan, is it worth it? If you ask me, yes. I will not even think twice. Because you benefit to the country, you benefit to tourism, you benefit to national pride. Hindi mo matatawaran yan. Bilyonaryo, this you have very good programs here. If you want to promote your country abroad, how do you promote it? You advertise in CNN. You advertise in bus stops in London and in Paris. You get big streamers in the other parts of the world and say, visit Thailand, visit my country. It's something that they come, and they themselves promote. Yung mismong naglalaro rito na foreign team, sila mismo yung nagpo-promote. Di ba? And there is a study when we hosted, Anton, the FIBA, that for every peso spent, the return on investment was 15 pesos. It's times 15. And I'm pretty sure that when I see the report of FIVB, it's the same. It is the same. Ganun kalaki yun. Because how much do you spend if you want to advertise 30 secondary in an international news outfit? And then how many will watch? Pero yung nanonood ka kasi may FIVB, nanonood ka kasi may futsal, and that's 2 hours of TV time. Yeah, yun yung dapat nating pananaw. And ako naniniwala talaga ako ron. Itong WTA na to, let's see. The impact is fantastic. And then you have to visit Rizal soon. And you have to watch WTA.
For sure. And speaking of the WTA, the Philippine Women's Open, yun nga ang inaabangan ng lahat ng mga tennis fans, sports fans dito sa Pilipinas. And I saw some footage of the improved facility of the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. Mala Miami Open, yung mga courts doon. The Miami Open where Alex Eala played, it now looks like that. So that's part of one of your goals, yung the improvement of the sports structures here in the Philippines. Yun naman po, what can the country expect from the first ever staging of a WTA event dito sa Pilipinas?
You know, when I received the call from Philta, sila Mayor John Ray Tiangco and sila Dayan, they were in Wimbledon last October. And they said, Chairman, we have a chance and an opportunity to host WTA. And I asked them, very good. How many years? What do you mean, how many years? How many years will we host? I don't want one time. I want 3 straight years. I want to make sure that next year there's another WTA. If it can be WTA 250 to WTA 250. If one day it's WTA 500. If one day it's WTA 1000. We will do that. Yun yung excitement doon. Ngayon, if you visit Rizal, yung mga for 30 years, yung bubong na puro kalawang, abay, ganda na. Pag pupunta ka ron, lahat ng kalye, espaltado na. Now we're putting up, we're rushing all these lamps and solar lamps all over the complex. So in the evening, we can now open Rizal for people to walk. We can now open Rizal for people to play tennis. We open Rizal for the track and field. Right? So, dapat yung mga sports complex, nag-i-enjoy yung mga common people, wellness. Yun ang rule natin. Yun ang rule ng PSC.
That was one of the things that really earned you a lot of praise from the people, especially on social media. Pinopost nila sa TikTok, Instagram, na nagja-jogging sila gabi-gabi sa Rizal Memorial. How did that idea come about? Kasi napakagandang idea that really sparked a lot of joy for our, countrymen, mga atleta, non-athletes, to just enjoy the facilities.
The facilities, the sports facilities in Rizal, PhilSports, Baguio, and hopefully other regional training facilities of the Philippine Sports Commission. Ang may-ari niyan, yung taong bayan. So, huwag natin ipagkait, I hope that's the right word, huwag natin ipagkait sa mamamayan. Huwag natin ipagkait sa gusto mag-exercise. Why? What is the logic, Anton? I'm a national athlete. How many hours do I train every day? Maximum 3 hours. What do I do in a facility for 21 hours? So what we did in the track and field oval is from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll switch on the lights and you walk and walk and walk. Then you'll see, nandun si Lola, kasama yung anak niya, kasama yung apo niya. Now, how come we did not charge? Because if you start charging 20 pesos per track, and 3 of them, that's 60 pesos per day.
Thank you very much to the country's sports chief, PSC Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio, for a very insightful interview. All the best, and the whole country is looking forward to the upcoming Philippine Women's Open. Meantime, it's time to keep your eyes on the prize. The PBA Season 50 Philippine Cup Finals are off to a thrilling start as the TNT Tropang 5G draw first blood against the defending champions, San Miguel Beermen. Now, we will dissect what each team needs to do for Game 2. But first, let's take a look back at the series opener. Game 1 was a tale of control and survival. TNT built a massive 19-point lead late in the second quarter. They were locked in early, attacking inside, spreading the floor, and knocking down open shots. Veteran big man Kelly Williams led the way with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, earning Player of the Game honors. Calvin Oftana, Jordan Heading added 13 points each, while TNT's bench delivered in a big way. Henry Galinato, Stingray, Reynam Batak, and Simon Enciso all finishing in double figures. But as expected, the San Miguel Beermen did not go quietly. The Beermen stormed back in the second half behind the dominance of Junmar Fajardo, who posted 24 points and 17 rebounds. Mo Tautua, 22, as San Miguel slowly chipped away the deficit. They cut the lead to just 1 in the final minutes, but TNT kept its composure. Key free throws from Jordan Heading sealed a 96-91 victory and a 1-0 series lead for the Tropang 5G. Now, after the game, San Miguel Beermen head coach Leo Austria pointed to a slow start and a lack of bench scoring as the difference, but also reminded his team that this series is far from over. Now, all eyes turn to Game 2, and adjustments will decide who takes control of this finals series. For Tropang 5G, TNT, the formula is simple. Keep the floor spaced, keep the ball moving, and trust their depth. TNT is at its best when multiple scorers are a threat and when their bench sets the tone on both ends of the floor. So, limit the turnovers, and most importantly, don't let San Miguel hang around for another late run. Ngayon naman, para sa San Miguel Beermen, Junmar Fajardo. The balance is the key here. Junmar Fajardo can dominate the paint, but San Miguel needs its wingmen and bench to show up early. Better perimeter shooting from the perimeter, more aggressive defense on TNT shooters, and turning stops into transition points. That's going to be very crucial. The Beermen proved in Game 1 that they can erase big leads. Now, they must start strong and play a complete 48 minutes of solid basketball. Game 2 is about momentum. Will TNT strengthen its grip on the PBA Philippine Cup finals, or will San Miguel respond like champions and even the series? One thing is certain, every possession matters, every adjustment counts, and this final showdown is just getting started. So let's take a look at the match schedule for tomorrow's game number 2. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and good night.